Air-chambered pads from Big Agnes offer you unprecedented, lightweight, compact options for, quite frankly, one of the most comfortable sleeps you'll have away from your own bed. The Big Agnes air-chambered pads are a quantum step forward from the traditional polyvinyl you may be familiar with from years ago. Biggest concern always is durability with this style of pad. We use the same nylons you've come to trust in your traditional self-inflating pad. We use the same welded seam technology. We use the same polyurethane treatments on the inside, antibacterial treatments so they stay clean over the years. We go so far as to add virtually unbreakable brass valves with plastic caps. You're right, we don't call these self-inflators because they aren't. You yourself, you inflate these pads. You can use a pump. There are many of them on the market, either battery operated or you can get some of the hand pumps that are available. Personally, I blow mine up. We put antibacterial treatments inside so there's no issue with moisture buildup, and it takes anywhere between 15 and 30 breaths, 2 to 3 minutes during a casual conversation, and your pad's ready to go. A key feature difference in the construction of our air-chambered pads is the I-beam construction. I'm unable to cut the pads open and keep them inflated, so I'll describe it to you. Your traditional blow-up pads would have deep valleys and ridges where they welded the top of the pad to the bottom of the pad. That made for a fairly lumpy and almost a seasick feeling when you were sleeping on them. What Big Agnes does is put what we call an I-beam between each air chamber. It's an inch thick, and as you can see on our pillow here, that the bottom of the pad is not welded directly to the top. That provides for a much smoother surface to sleep on, not the wobbly feeling that you may have felt in the past, and it also provides structure for the pad, keeping it a uniform shape and providing structure for your back. What we do with that I-beam is perforate it periodically along the full length of the pad. This makes it possible when you blow up the pad that it fills evenly. And I think you can relate to the old style of watching one chamber fill and the next chamber fill and having to force air through. With this style of I-beam construction, the pads fill evenly, and more importantly, when you get ready to deflate your pad, you don't get any air pockets. While we recommend you roll your pads up, you certainly have the option of leaving them in the Big Agnes system sleeve and stuffing the pad into the same stuff sack. All of that said, whenever you have a pad that relies on air for its structure, if you get a leak, your pad's not going to provide you much value. So we keep in mind that what can go wrong will go wrong. So on all of our pads, we include a patch kit and a protective stuff sack